Right now, millions of people are looking at their phones in complete privacy. They believe nobody can see what they're doing. Some are reading private conversations. Others are searching things they would never tell another person. Every person has secrets, concerns, fears, and private thoughts hidden behind a screen. But imagine if all of that privacy suddenly disappeared. Across America, millions of private moments are happening right now behind closed doors. Now imagine an invisible eye watching every single one of them. Every message, every search, every mistake. Nothing remains hidden. The entire country becomes completely exposed overnight. What would happen if privacy disappeared tomorrow? At first, everything would seem completely normal. Just another ordinary morning in America. Then suddenly, every device in America receives the exact same message. Millions of people stop what they're doing and reach for their screens. The message is simple. All private data is now public. Most people don't believe it. Surely this has to be some kind of joke. But then people begin checking their own devices. Within seconds, private searches begin appearing where everyone can see them. The realization spreads quickly. This isn't a prank. Very secret. Every message, every photo starts flooding onto the internet. The internet explodes into absolute chaos. In just a few minutes, the entire country is talking about only one thing. Privacy is gone. The first cracks begin appearing in friendships. People suddenly discover what others really think about them. Conversations that were never meant to be seen become impossible to hide. Relationships face an even bigger challenge. Hidden conversations are no longer hidden. Trust that took years to build can disappear in seconds. Families discover secrets that were buried for years. Old conflicts suddenly return. Hidden opinions become impossible to ignore. Then the crisis reaches the workplace. Workers learn things they were never supposed to know. Private frustrations and complaints become public knowledge. Within hours, trust begins disappearing from workplaces across America. Most people think society runs on laws, technology, and money. But underneath everything is something far more important: trust. And now, that trust is starting to disappear. The effects quickly spread into schools. Students suddenly gain access to every private mistake their teacher has ever made. Respect begins to fade. Authority becomes difficult to maintain. The classroom environment changes almost instantly. Hospitals soon face their own crisis. Private discussions between medical staff become visible to everyone. Fear and confusion spread throughout the healthcare system. One by one, the institutions that hold society together begin feeling the pressure of a world without privacy. What society is losing is not just secrecy. It is something much deeper: personal boundaries. For most of human history, these boundaries help people feel safe. Without them, people begin feeling vulnerable, exposed, and constantly watched. To understand why privacy matters so much, we need to travel thousands of years into the past. Early humans lived in small tribes, where everyone knew everyone else. In these small groups, almost everything was visible to the community. Being rejected by the tribe was dangerous. Sometimes it could even mean death. Humans survived because they belonged to groups. Isolation was a serious threat. As civilizations grew larger, human life changed dramatically. For the first time, people began creating spaces that belonged only to them. Today, privacy often begins with something simple: a door closing behind us after a difficult day. The moment that door closes, the brain receives an important signal. You are safe. Stress begins to decrease. Anxiety starts fading. The nervous system can finally relax. Privacy is not just about hiding information. It is psychological shelter. Inside every human mind exists a private world invisible to everyone else. Ideas, dreams, fears, hopes, and questions move freely when we feel safe. But when people feel constantly watched, those thoughts begin changing. Instead of expressing themselves freely, people become cautious and self-conscious. A world without privacy is a world where everyone feels watched all the time. And that is why privacy is not a luxury. It is one of the foundations of human freedom, creativity, trust, and mental well-being. The real reason humans need privacy is far deeper than most people realize. Without it, society doesn't just lose secrets, it loses trust, freedom, and a part of what makes us human.